Is this thing on? Hello, everyone. Is it working? Can you hear me? Today is the day. It's Oblivion Remaster, maybe day. We might have Oblivion in our hands before we know it. Or, at the very least, we will have a date in which we can play it. But only time will tell. Also, this is my second stream I've ever done on YouTube, and my first as a YouTube partner. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's crazy. Let me see. I gotta get some music going. There we go. So yeah, we have 15 minutes until the reveal. So right now on the Bethesda Softworks YouTube, they finally hit 2 million subscribers on YouTube, which I'm surprised is not higher. But there's over 132,000 people waiting, and they have chat disabled, which I think is very telling. Because, you know, everyone in the chat's going to be like, Oblivion, Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 6, Elder Scrolls 6. It's just going to be, like, hectic as all get out. So I understand that. In terms of things to do in order to pass the time, I've got little trinkets we can look at. I've also got some... Oh! It just came up on the screen. There's officially something happening. I'm already so nervous. So yeah, we can listen to the beautiful live music that they've given us, and we can sit here and chat while this happens. For those that are watching, does everything sound okay? Can you hear me? I'm also going to pull it up on my phone just to test it out. I literally stayed up until 1 a.m. last night getting everything set up. I was probably going to stream regardless. It was a matter of whether I was going to stream on YouTube or on Twitch. You can also find me on Twitch over at HannahtheHermit. But I wasn't certain whether I would do one or the other. I wanted to do it, I just didn't know which one. But I put in my partner application yesterday morning at 5 a.m. because I worked at 6. And about halfway through my shift, I was halfway through the application process, like it was pending. And then it took about 15 hours, I think, for it to go all the way through. So yeah, thank you everyone for supporting me. I know it's been a long time coming, but here we are. Here, I'm gonna give this a little listen. I'm gonna mute it on you guys' end so you don't get your ears blasted. Now you should hear the music. Now you should hear what's playing. Took a second, but we got there. I just can't believe this is happening. There pretty much is, like, everyone I know that is a streamer or a content creator is live right now. I'm trying to think of the last time there was this much hype in the Elder Scrolls community. It's been a while. Because even the anniversary remaster was not this exciting. You know, the 5th release of Skyrim. Yeah, apparently people aren't very happy that the remaster is allegedly 120 gigabytes. Of course, that has not been confirmed. It will be pretty soon, but I know the original was like 6 or 7 gigabytes. Let me see. Mine is 5.58 gigabytes on my computer. So pretty tiny, pretty tiny. While we're at it, I have something cool I could show us all. So I've got this Oblivion official game guide. I got it on Thrift Books. It is like the official one. Of course, it's the one that was like the original release, not the Game of the Year release version, so it doesn't have anything about the Shivering Isles in it. But it's here. Hopefully it's gonna grant us good luck. We'll actually get a release date, or maybe we'll turn around and we'll be able to play this. Oh, I've got my little Whiterun sleeve from this right here too. Let's see. Yeah, here, I'll give like a little look-see. So I haven't actually had a chance to like go through and look at this. Obviously I play the game all the time. But look, there he is! There he is! But yeah, I don't know if it has like console commands in this. I assume it's also just a game guide because it literally shows you like paths to go through dungeons. So you don't injure yourself, which I think more games should have these. I think that we need to go back to... Oh, my audio is getting all messy. There we go. I think we need to get back to like getting these for every game. I miss physical media. But yeah, it's in pretty decent condition. It does have like a few creases and cuts on the back, but you know, for something that's, you know, 19 going on 20 years old, like this is pretty good. It smells great. Whoever had it before me took good care of it. But yeah, I just can't believe this. Yeah, specific chapters on how to create your character and maximize your abilities and skills. With over 300 full-colored pages packed with information on everything you need to know about the massive game world of Oblivion. Walkthroughs for every quest in the game, including the main quest, all faction quests, as well as miscellaneous and freeform quests. Sections on various gameplay systems including stealth, combat, magic, spellmaking, no Oxford comma, and enchanting. Oh, spellmaking and enchanting, we put it in one word. Alchemy, there is an Oxford comma, and more. I like that they consider spellmaking and enchanting one and the same. Detailed bestiary chapter to help you best deal with the denizens of Tamriel and Oblivion. So obviously, the fauna and the flora section, I'm gonna be all over that. But yeah, it has like detailed sections of each zone and stuff. It's really nice. I don't know if I'll ever like do a walkthrough of the book per se. I don't know. If it's something that you all want to see, let me know. But yeah, it literally goes through every zone, talks about everything that's there, and it talks about like what quests are associated. I am! Yeah, thank you! Thank you, Gamesplay Zach. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's happened. So there's technically two legs to it. So there's like the initial, hey, you made it in, and then the second leg is like ads on videos and all that stuff, which I was already getting ads on my videos. So I'm sorry. That was not helping me at all. That was directly just contributing to YouTube. But yeah, I still don't really know what's happening with all of that in terms of ads, but yeah, there's super chats I think you can do now. There's memberships, and then there's also super thanks. But of course, supporting the channel monetarily is never expected, but always appreciated. I went ahead and got all of it initially set up just in case anyone wanted to do that. but I don't currently have any like members only videos or anything. So currently speaking right now, it's just a title with some perks. But that'll eventually get the ball rolling for like members only live streams as well as like members only content. What I'm planning on doing, it's going to depend on the video. I would say probably not all of my videos are going to be like super early access, just because I'm full disclosure, I am one person. I am my own editor, audio recorder, video grabber, script writer. So typically I am pushing a deadline that I've set for myself for my videos, and I'm usually updating and uploading the video like 20 minutes before it goes up. So I will at least try to make it 12 to 24 hours in advance. But like I said, I just can't guarantee that quite yet on every video. But soon, soon. I'm also going to be doing more just gameplay content in the future going forward, especially with the looming Oblivion Remaster, Remake, as well as just Sky Oblivion coming out, and there's new stuff happening on ESO every day, so we'll be able to keep going, keep chugging. But yeah, 11 minutes. Let me see. I keep just going back and forth to seeing if anything has changed on Twitter, to see if they've posted anything. Yeah, we're getting live unofficial Elder Scrolls Pages updates as well with each song that's playing. Yeah, I've got quite a few things pulled up as we're going along. There's like live updates on Games Radar and whatnot. It was updated 4 minutes ago. Yeah, it's literally going through the songs that are being listed. But yeah, I can't believe we're here. It's really happening. The important question is whether the original Oblivion mods work with the remake. Yeah, I'm very curious myself. I'm not sure, because if it's made in the same creation engine that they used for Oblivion, but with a reskin, I feel like it will work. But I know it was also taken over by a different studio to remaster it, so I'm really not sure. I know that Todd Howard, as well as the rest of Bethesda and ZeniMax, like focus a lot on modding. Obviously, the Creation Club, they they listen and, you know, they provide, Todd willing. But I hope they do, because as someone that makes Oblivion videos, having access to more console commands through mods is kind of huge for my videos, because I don't know how to record in Oblivion without having the commands that come with why am I blanking on the word? The script extender. Thank you. The script extender. So if I don't have that, I don't really know how I can do like the sweeping shots. I know I've only done one Foraging Fauna and Flora video in Oblivion. I haven't made super many Oblivion videos yet, but if I lose access to that, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. But luckily, this is bringing like a lot of people back into Oblivion. Maybe those that just like stopped playing it for a while, or those that just stepped away from gaming or the Elder Scrolls in general. So I'm hoping there's now ember noise crackling. Sorry. I'm hoping that means that mod support and whatever variation that it's coming from is going to be a very quick and smooth transition. I know obviously there's some mod creators that made mods stopped making mods, have moved on with life and whatnot. So I know not everything will carry over into a remaster if it needs to be reported, but okay, the music is changing. I'm literally sweating. I can't believe I was able to fall asleep last night. Like, I'm so serious. I don't know how it was possible. There's now 304,000 people watching the official Bethesda one. I should probably look and see what's happening on the Twitch one. I fall under the category of people who haven't ever really played before. Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is a huge step forward for like gaming. I don't want to call this retro gaming because it's not even 20 years old yet. But I know for a lot of people, they began gaming, you know, in the early to mid 2010s. And, you know, with Skyrim coming out, it was like a huge technological leap in gameplay, especially for Bethesda, but just for RPGs in general. And so I think the level of entry, trying to step back into Oblivion or Morrowind or Daggerfall or Arena or Battlespire, any of the lesser played, lesser well-known and appreciated titles for like the 2010s and the 2020s, I feel like those became more difficult for people to get into because of either the graphics or just like the general depth of the games. You know, they have a very specific skill set, style, gameplay. Like Daggerfall to Morrowind is already like a crazy leap in what you can and cannot do in just the general UI functionality. So I'm hoping that this is a step forward, but also backwards for gamers. Basically, play the game. To make a long story short, play the game, please. Okay, on the Twitch page, they're sitting at 64,000. Chat is on. Chat is on for them. Theirs is also 30 seconds faster over on Twitch. Hold on, let me refresh. Theirs is 30 seconds faster. Okay, the chat is on now, at least. Okay, I'm gonna hide the chat. I don't want to look at it on stream in case there's anything like inappropriate that happens. Oh, my heart is racing. My heart is racing. Okay, I am gonna pull up the chat for this video over here, just away. Yeah, I really don't know what to expect. I don't know if we're about to get the game or not. My only theory... Oh my god. The trailer's already happening on Twitch. The trailer's already happening on Twitch. I can't look at it. Well, there is a trailer. There is a trailer. Here we go. Okay, Xbox, yeah, we're not surprised. Okay, rated M, good to know.
The others, they were taken to the tower.
Oh, that looks so clean. I can't do anything but just want to cry.
You hold our future in your hands.
Patrick Stewart.
Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
There it is. That's one of the first leaked images.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay, yeah. Let's go! It's real! It's real! That can't be it.
20 years
Okay.
later. When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously,
Absolutely.
we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being
Elder
able to
Scrolls
look
6
back
mentioned.
at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Oh, they're showing stuff from the original
Fans
documentary.
got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
Oh, absolutely. I can't believe this is
I
happening.
think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place.
I wonder
You
how
want
far in advance they
some of
recorded
that
this.
old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with
Old
this
charm.
tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing.
Okay,
It's the
visual
world I
update.
remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
This is crazy.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long.
Yeah, she
and
loves
it
the
sort of gave me
horses.
the warm fuzzies.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's been 20 years?
This is
I think the thing that
crazy.
gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music. at the
Everyone
main
watching
menu,
the
there's just,
original documentary last night and this morning is huge because this
there's
is just
like,
a picking
flood
up
of
where it left
nostalgia.
off.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Still do.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every
And then
time
it
we
getting
think
leaked
about
for a
Oblivion,
second
it's,
time.
What if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87
Oh.
years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years,
They're
I've
showing
never
original.
been
It's gonna be
ruler of my
remastered,
own
isn't it?
dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Oh, look at them textures. We still got that classic feel. Oh my god. That looks insane.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above
Well,
and
yeah,
beyond
because
to bring
Sky
our
Oblivion
vision to
will
life.
do it right if you
The
couldn't.
care and love
They are
they've
going to
poured
do
into
it
the
right.
Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
God, the
We've
Ori
worked with Bethesda
Tower.
Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
This looks crazy. Guys, did you see
We
the
wanted to make
flora? Look at the
remaster
flora.
More friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Holy crap.
About time someone got here.
I don't even know what to say. Look at the Daedra.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic
Okay,
journey.
but we still
to
haven't
stop
seen
the
any
mythic Dawn
NPCs
cult
yet. Okay, there we go.
Of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of
A
Destruction.
little scary.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I mean, I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Look at that sigil stone. That looks crazy. It dissolves now. Oh, it finally makes sense.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way.
Okay, here's that original to remastered. Leaked it. Oh shit, that looks crazy.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain,
They got
and
me.
Unreal 5
They
as
got
the
me
body.
with the
brain
oh my
drives
gosh,
all
with
the
the
world
gate of
logic and
madness.
gameplay, and the
Oh,
body
no.
brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
That's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the
My
distinct style,
gosh.
making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
Oh.
The brush opens a portal into the painting.
No.
You're stuck here. Like
Did they get rid of the crosshairs on it?
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit.
Oh, and look at the shadows.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version
I still
of
just
Unreal
want
5.
I want more close-ups on the NPCs.
Our goal
I'm
was to
still a
push
little
visions
on
to
the edge
next level
about
using
them.
the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results
That's what I'm
in
most
more
excited
realistic
for.
lighting and
Oh my
atmospheric effects.
gosh. Just making it
While the original game
wholly
had limited dynamic
immersive.
shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Oh.
We
Oh,
used an
no.
incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it.
Unreal
Okay, it still
tools
has the
helped us
classic
create the
Bethesda
base mesh of our
eyeballs at
characters.
least.
From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh,
Oh,
allowing
okay.
us to share the model,
New UI.
weight, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features.
I still don't
You'll see
know.
them in
Oh, wait,
something
hold
as
on.
simple
People
as
in the
running
chat
through
are saying it's
forest,
already on
insects
Steam.
flying
Hold on.
around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel
lying.
even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thane.
Wow. Look at that. They listened. They showed it us.
It's not just the visuals.
Okay,
that we've modernized
they're
in
all
the
saying it's
remaster.
on Game Pass right
It's
now. Hold on, let me
gameplay.
open up Xbox. Ooh.
It's UI and UX. It's audio.
Oh, the rain sounds
We've
incredible.
updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds. We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations.
Still on Game
There's a lot more
Pass.
separation between the upper and lower
It's
body,
already
and all the
out.
animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same
Sorry,
control
I've been
you
still
get from
locked
the
in. I haven't
first-person
been
view.
looking at chat.
You have my ear.
Thank you so much,
When
Jack.
Oblivion
I
first
appreciate
launched,
it. Yeah, Imperial Knowledge has been a great help, a great supporting content creator.
So we've gone back and recorded new lines
Oh,
of dialogue.
look at Jaden Hole.
Each race represented in the game now
And
sounds
Snail
unique.
Ranger, thank you so much. Thank you. You are my first member. Congrats.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there. Hi there. But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law. Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone! We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded.
Oh.
I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Oh. Okay, we're getting some combat. That's good. Oh.
As games have developed over
Wow.
the past 20
Oh my
years,
gosh.
players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one.
Steam
and people
right
are going
now.
to want to sprint. In fact,
But it's
all of
on
the
Game
character
Pass.
locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on
Yeah.
it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether you're returning
Absolutely.
to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground.
Why does he look like that?
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well,
Did I
it's
just
about
see a light up
time.
mushroom?
You know how long we've been waiting?
Oblivion is a core part of the story.
There's
of
Kavach.
Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game.
They just keep going.
and
I
if
can't
it hadn't
believe
been the
it.
success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they
It's now
jump
saying
back
it's
into the remaster, they're gonna
$49.99.
be shocked at just how good the game looks. Oblivion games look
$49.99 at
absolutely
first. I don't know what I just
incredible,
bought.
and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something. And that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's
What?
exciting again.
The
But it's
horse
ultimately the
really
same game.
moving.
There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think
Oh,
the
that just
fans will
looks
appreciate
incredible.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster
that just looks gorgeous.
and
They
bring it
were
to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available
now.
Today.
This is crazy.
I was born 87 years ago.
Oh my god. And you can see Frostcrake's Spire. There it is.
But for all these
Oh
years,
my gosh.
I've
Bruma looks so
never been
pretty.
ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion,
What the
beyond which no
fuck?
waking eye may see.
New intro.
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
My gosh.
Here you must find your own path.
I'm supposed to go to work after this. What?
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
What? You just got it? Yeah. So it wasn't out on Steam. And when I went to look on Xbox, it said it was only $9.99. That ain't true. I only bought the upgrade, it turns out. I don't want to just have it on here, though. I want to have it on Steam. Oh my god. What? This is insane. What do you mean? Okay, it is out on Steam now. Well, obviously, I'm buying it right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, let's see how much it... Okay, yeah, the leaker was right. It's 118.82 gigabytes. And that's gonna eat all of the space. Dude, the end user license agreement is not loading right now. It just says there was an error while displaying this message. Please try again. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna accept it. It's probably gonna say we're gonna eat your soul. Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Black Butterfly. This is insane. I was expecting to cry, but I'm just at a genuine loss for words. I need in this game right now. You know that meme where it's like the elderly woman and she's like wiggling on some bars? That's me right now. Well, it's downloading right now. It's on Game Pass, I believe. Yeah, it literally says it's on Game Pass. I'm gonna go run to the restroom and compose myself, and then we're gonna check Twitter. I wasn't expecting we were gonna get a same day release. Like, I was expecting within the week. Like, I had this whole blown out theory where it's like the 27th of Last Seed is technically like August, but I was like, oh, they're just gonna release it on the 27th of April. No, it's today.
Wow. What did we just witness? The worst kept secret ever?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Maybe. Probably. But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct. That is coming to you today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream. I'm joined by the wonderful, talented, incredible Wes Johnson. You.
Ah, hi.
And Wes, who do you have here with you?
This is Finn. Oh yes, he knows his name now. Hello there, Finn. How are you? I mean, for the sake of this, we can call him Barbas if you'd like. But he's a sweetie pie, and he wanted to get his time, Mr. DeMille.
That makes sense. I wouldn't. If I had a new puppy, I would totally bring that puppy with me everywhere.
I take him everywhere. You ever heard the Harry Nelson's puppy song?
No.
It's like, I take my puppy everywhere.
Well, for you, those of you joining us, either new or from the Direct, we are going to be sharing some gameplay of Wes's old stomping grounds, but newer now with the remastered version.
I can't wait.
So, Wes, for those that do not know you, first, shame on you if you don't, but if you don't, why don't you tell our friends here what role you have done in Oblivion?
In Oblivion, you're going to probably bring some memes back to life.
Can't wait.
So if like you walk out of someplace with a fork, I would be there going, "Hold, criminal scum! Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Pay with your blood."
Yeah, I hope.
That's a lovely one.
That's very
I know that they said that, you know, it's 100% remastered, but they did do some tweaks. We didn't really hear much of those. So I'm hoping that we can rebuild Kvatch as well. If not, modding capability for it.
And they call the pizza shops, and they're saying, what can I do for you today? Cheese! You want a cheese pizza? I want cheese for everyone! How many would that be, sir? And so I can't call anywhere as Sheagor to order a pizza because I'll never get it, or I'll get it with a lot of spam.
I mean, honestly, you're doing everybody a favor if you do. So, I mean, in your shirt, it's totally on theme today as well.
Yeah, wearing my Sheo shirt. I've got, and of course, there's, where is it? My Dark Brotherhood pin here. Lucian Lechance of the Dark Brotherhood, dear child of Sithis. I don't spread rumors, dear child.
Sorry, I'm
create them.
still trying to compose myself. I don't really know what to say.
Oblivion to me was, I mean, I've loved all the games. I love
the fuck
Morrowind.
is happening?
Oh, yes, we've been expecting you. Come right in. I love Skyrim, which is fantastic, but Oblivion to me was where I came
I
into play.
can't.
And
What just happened?
It was the original. All
Okay.
the races had the same voice.
Well, let's check Twitter, I
Oh
guess.
man, there's so much crossbreeding amongst the Imperial Guard. You know, Mom, Dad. The family
Yes, it's the
reunions were
original
very
engine
confusing.
on Logic level, and then I think
but,
Unreal is rendering it.
I know.
So I think mods and everything should still work.
Absolutely loved that.
Oh my
game,
gosh!
and,
Hi!
as
Hi! Oh
other
my
games
gosh!
came along,
I can't believe this is happening! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh wait! Your YouTube looks so crazy. Hi! Oh my
To
gosh!
make Oblivion now have that kind of feel, that kind of look, the gameplay,
I can't believe
the
this is
graphics,
happening.
I mean, if I
Okay,
walk
let me
up
check
to
my
a lady
download.
in the middle of one of the towns and tap her on the shoulder, and she turns around and does not look like Terry Jones in drag from Monty Python. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I mean,
I like that they have the.
I
You
love
can't
the
see it
game.
because my head's
So
in the
now
way.
people are going to get a chance to see
Okay,
it
let
with
me wait for it to
brand
pan
new
back. But
eyes.
they've got the adoring fans'
people who've
hair
only ever
on the
played
end of this
Skyrim, This is
staff.
going to be kind of a revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
See?
predecessor, so it's taking people back.
It looks like I'm on a steak right now.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Oh.
And this is the mouth to the Shivering Isles. Look at the difference.
As much as I miss the
how
original
sumptuous
font,
it is, the detail.
I know it's still in the game. I noticed it on like the
not
poles,
just on the backgrounds,
the signs,
just every leaf on
but
the
the subtitles themselves look very clean, very nice. Like as someone that likes keeping subtitles
leather,
on
and he's wearing some,
for videos.
fur, and you're seeing all the details on every little thing. This guard right here, this guard, people are like, that's so effective. He seems to have this cold out there in the middle of this island where the winds are whipping around. And I had a cold. I was really, really sick that day. But
You didn't have to go that hard into the role, Wes.
I know, I'm method, so method. But look at that. Now, there's the door to the fringe, and inside, what's going to happen?
Sorry, I'm not able to provide much commentary, but I'm just.
The loading screens.
Haskell, it's Haskell.
Sweeter and more detailed. And there he is, Haskell. Look at him, sitting there all bald and boring. Haskell, your room's very dark, just like your personality. Hurry up and talk. Oh, look at the detail on Haskell's
Look at
face.
him.
You
Yeah,
can really
he's
see
got
what
good
really
animation.
was
Some
Shea
of
Groth has done to
the
him.
some of the elves
like
I've seen
Marley's
have looked a
ghost
little
there.
scary so far.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing the remastered,
This is the first
isn't it?
time I've seen any of this, and
They're showing him
the
now
detail on the
live.
expression on the face,
I assume this isn't
he
live.
just
He was hinting at it yesterday on Twitter. He was like, "Be seeing you." Not really. I just did generic dialogue, but
It's been almost 20 years, so we've had a lot of
Oh
ability for
my
technical
God.
advancements from there. So
Yes, and imagine
and age, I guess. For
20,
him as
20
well.
years in the service of Shea Groth is going to age anybody,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I like his puffy
so
sleeves
far
there.
everyone
Has
is
a little Seinfeld
very,
puffy sleeves.
very, very happy on Twitter from what I can
Now,
see.
what would you say your favorite role has been for Oblivion, or which character do you feel like
Well-
you gravitated the most towards?
Well, that's the thing. People ask me all the time, who's your favorite character to play this? And that's a Sophie's choice.
Oh my god.
Because
We gotta get in there and
You-
look
you
at all
bring
the
a little of
stuff.
yourself to every role you do. You
Yeah,
gotta bring-
Wes Johnson
these
posted
are all
about
like
it.
my children. So, I mean, I love Lucian. I love Shea Groth. I love them all for
10 seconds ago, yeah, so it's pre-recorded. I figured it would be, but
for this game, and we're doing the
and
same.
Wes confirmed he did not record new voice lines for the remaster. So I assume it's just been upscaled, whether using like, you know, AI upscaling or I don't really know what,
But then he
but
gets to Lucian and he goes, "This
oh my gosh. I can't believe this is happening.
And I start going into this thing, and in my mind, you try to get an image of who the character is. And for me, he was twisted and gaunt and bent and just insidious.
Does it take you? Is it that quick for you sometimes when you like get a breakdown of a
Sometimes it
character?
can, and sometimes I take time. Shea was a different thing, but with Lucian, I had a come here, Bubby.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
With Lucian,
he actually brought his dog.
the image I had in my mind as I portrayed him.
I
at
forget
first
his dog's little
was
baby
completely
name.
different from
Oh,
the image
sweet
of what he ended
baby.
up looking like.
God.
You know, he ended up.
Okay, the game is
looking to be
43% of the way
this
done.
gorgeous guy, you know, and when we're looking at him going, oh my God, he's gorgeous. He has a heart of darkness, the perfect man. So, but he was so much fun to do. And people say, do you know what happened to him? Spoilers. You just finish your lines. So when I'm playing the game and I get to that point in the game, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm experiencing it as well. And, oh, look at this, the butterflies. The breakaway into the Shivering Isles and the butterflies. That is beautiful. And Haskell's out of there, man.
Yeah, that's great. Good. Bye.
Look at that. Through the fringe
Wow.
of madness. Yeah, with Shea Gorath,
I do like that the UI is almost true to what it used to be. I wish that the compass right there, I wish that was a little more opaque, but I'm sure we're going to be able to go in and change that.
Cuddly, you know, Shea Gorath, I'll skip rope with your entrails. I don't believe you. So,
admittedly, that would be an interesting thing
yeah.
to see Robin Williams talking about.
I know, but I thought, where could I find my inspiration for this character? And I started thinking about different standards.
He's gonna kill the Chromite! Kill the Chromite! I love bollywogs. I think they're so cute. They just make little gremlin noises.
They might beat me up at the end of the night.
Holy shit!
And I came up.
Well,
with
what do we think? Are we gonna go get it? Are we gonna buy it?
But I thought I can't.
I already bought it. What do you guys think?
Connolly. He can be my spirit animal, but it didn't seem. It felt too. He's not Scottish, and I thought, well, I've got this friend who runs the Irish Channel down in DC. His name is Tom Stack, and Tom is he's from Cork, Ireland.
Oh, it's
and so
gorgeous.
There's this Irish accent. And I thought, what if...
Okay, I'm gonna look.
What if, because he's got mania and dementia...
Has anyone said anything about modding whatsoever?
Go between an accent fluidly. Like, you think he might be Irish. You think then maybe he's
anyone
Scottish.
At all. Anyone at all.
But what happens when he gets deadly serious? There are a few moments where it drops completely. Why? Because... everything else is an affectation. He does what he wishes to do. And so, like the brain pie line, where you'll hear all three separate things. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and he starts wondering what you're like, perhaps brain pie. Perfect! Care to donate?
That adds an extra layer of terror to
it.
Okay, according to Synth Potato on Twitter,
land with some of these things. Whether
it says that there are new voice lines added and new lines recorded, which I think we saw that a little bit with the guards. We did have some different guard variation.
And I think, from what I was told later,
gameplay touched up, new leveling system that's between Skyrim and Oblivion, so probably won't have to sleep in order to level up anymore. As much as I love Wes, I am going to turn him down just a little bit so it's a little easier to understand what I'm saying. Apparently all the original hilarious lines are back, so once again, just going back to what they said about keeping the original charm of the game. Fully remade visuals from the ground up. All animations were remade, which I remember that gentleman did say that. Combat has been remade with a new dodge button. That's huge. Still didn't see anything mentioned about underwater combat. You can now sprint, which we just got a little visual of that. Unreal Engine 5 visuals confirmed. All DLCs are included. Yes.
But you don't know their experience. But you know the circumstances of the character, and you can build something upon the character.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad. I already bought it too. It's currently downloading right now. I probably will start a separate stream if we are gonna play it live. I will start a separate stream for it, just to keep these a little easier to segment. I didn't have a thumbnail prepared or a new title or anything, so it's fine. They made Sheldon look crazy. This guy right here, he's technically like the unofficial mayor of Passwall. I mean, he looks crazy in the game, like the original. Now I have to say the original. Wow. It's giving, the faces are giving Fallout a little bit. It feels like Fallout. The eyes, something needs to be done about eyes in video games. Haskell's eyes were the most dynamic. I think they're just missing the gloss of the eyes. They just look a little dead in the eyes. It's one of the things that I didn't enjoy about Starfield, and I know a lot of people have commentary, both positive and negative, about Starfield. I've played about 100 hours of Starfield, admittedly. I haven't played nearly as much as I probably should, which is why I don't super speak on the topic very often. I'm not super educated on it. But Starfield just lacked a lot of, like, I feel like with games, you can tell that characters have, like, a form of sentience, like they're there, like, yeah, they're in a game, but they feel like living and breathing characters. And I feel like, you know, for lack of better words, I feel like all of Starfield's characters were dead in the eyes. Like, it didn't feel like there was a lot of brain activation. And I was getting little hints of that in this. So I'm really hoping that it was just, like, you know, the visual rendering that they did, because, you know, a lot of gameplay cinematics that you see, like, this is actual gameplay, of course, and you can tell that her eyes look a little more alive. Of course, she's got, you know, different pupils and different irises because she is a dark elf, but there's at least eyebrow movement. There's something happening here. I feel like a lot of Starfield's characters were a bit, like, Botox of the face up here. Like, there just wasn't a lot of movement, but you can see, like, her eyes are moving slightly separately. You know, there's some blinking happening a little bit, and, like, there's actual just generation of eyelids. they don't feel like this. You know, there's some, like, half open, half closed, you know, sort of like when you talk, you sort of, like, squint a little bit, and we're getting that, which I think is a very promising sign.
I heard there's a prophet down by the... No!
Oh my gosh.
No, Lucian, come on, man.
This is the time to do
I can't believe this is happening.
Don't worry about it.
I can't believe this is happening.
The cheese line really took off. I mean, the cheese for everyone.
I mean, I got you this time
I
specifically.
know, look at that.
Yeah, Jabbo's another YouTuber here. He says $50 for Oblivion Remaster that comes with both DLCs is a pretty big W. And I'm very lucky that I'm in a position where if a new game comes out like that and it costs $60, I can drop that on the spot to, like, get that, because I make sure that I have savings just for this sort of thing. But in terms of just it being $50, $59, that's crazy. That's crazy. I was expecting it to be more. I was expecting it to be like $59.99 and then $79.99, because that's, like, the standard nowadays for, like, original and deluxe.
Yeah. How much cheese do you think you're gonna eat, sir?
Okay. Yeah, no mention, according to Juicehead, no mention of mods anywhere for Oblivion Remastered. So it's still hard to tell.
Yeah, I think we're gonna traipse around the Shivering Isles for a little while.
And look at some of the faces and the hair, so much more defined.
And this is something that does come in the remastered.
Okay, we're getting new updates from the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages. Okay. One of USEP's own got into the game. Character creation now has origins. These include Orc, Stronghold, Orsinium, Dark Elf, Vardenfell, or Mainland. Breton, you can be in the Sisters, or High Rock, which is crazy! Crazy! Nord, you get Eastern or Western. Khajiit, you get Aniquina, Palatine. And then Argonian, Arnesia, or Thorn Marsh. And then Wood Elf, Reaper's March, or Grotwood, Imperial, Colovia, or Nibene. And then Red Guard, you get Dragontail Mountains, or Alakir Desert. So I don't know if that's going to affect how your character builds stuff. Like, for example, if you're from one part of the Sisters, if you have, like, better acrobatic skill, because, you know, there's a lot of, like, rough terrain in the Sisters. I mean, obviously they're islands, but they're islands formed on volcanoes. So there's a lot of rough terrain. Oh, this just opens up a whole new world of everything. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, just put on there. I can't believe this is happening.
How do I look?
Okay. It is, let's see, let's check my download. Okay, it is 88% of the way there. As much as I love watching this live stream right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little breather. I'm gonna stand up, run around, shake my legs, And I guess we're gonna go into the game. we're gonna go into the game. Okay, well, I'll see you all in a few minutes. You can hang out right here. I don't know if it's gonna pop up as a new link or what's gonna happen, but just stick around for like 3 minutes,